Hello, this is David from the Bookman in Orange, and I welcome you to Things Found in Old Books. Well, we got a cluster of stuff to share with you today, including this book here, Smith on Rye, written by Jack Smith. Now, Jack Smith was a very important columnist for the LA Times for 37 years, from up until the early 90s when he finally retired. He wrote a lot of columns about the LA lifestyle, and he was super popular. And he wrote 10 books, including God and Mr. Gomez and the Big Orange, stuff that might be, popular on the East Coast as well. But he was a LA Times guy. And in this book here, we found this autograph for Rachel Granis, with my thanks for the Forgotten Peninsula, Jack Smith. Now, he's probably talking about Baja California there, the Forgotten Peninsula. And he was thanking Rachel for her. She must have sent him an article or a book about the peninsula. But what was interesting found in the book was this letter from the LA Times. Up top it says in typewriter, Jack Smith. Jack Smith to Lauren Granis at K-Knob. I think that's another radio station here in Anaheim. So LA Times letterhead, LA Times stamp from 1974. And he wrote this charming little letter, typewritten on the LA Times letterhead, Los Angeles Times. And it says, Dear Lauren Granis, thank you for going to the trouble to send me the material on the grackle. I shall put it in my arsenal for use against the mockers. Yours, Jack Smith. We're going to have to unpack that. A grackle, I had to do some research. A grackle is a bird. So she sent an article about a bird. Maybe they're endangered. I don't know. I really don't know. And apparently he wrote a column about the grackles, and people were mocking him for writing about it. I don't know, but he's going to use this as an arsenal against the mockers. It sounds like a youth gang or something, The mockers. Oh no! Step out of the street. The mockers are coming. When you're a mocker all the way. Oh no! Anyway, so in this book here, Helen's Babies, from 1881, I found this little Victorian, looks like a little hand mirror, card. And it's got little forget-me-nots up there. You got a little cherub here, cherub flowers. And on the back it says, to Doris E. from Nettie. Doris E. gave Nettie this little, I guess, Nettie used it as a bookmark, because that's where I found it. But it was printed in Germany. Now, Germany, before World War I, was the place to go to get these kind of cards printed, because their printing process was considered the best in the world. And so a lot of these Victorian cards are printed in Germany. But then after the war started, well, all that came to an end. Nice. And finally, in this book here, it's kind of a modern book, but it has drawings in it, and I love drawings. I love to share drawings. And they're on sticky notes, and they're kind of stuck in the book, so I didn't pull them out. But here you go. You got these drawings here. They're really cute. You got Delilah and Celine, and they're like BFFs. They're hugging each other. They got their cell phone taking a selfie. Then you got Celine here. She taking a selfie. It's very modern day. And, it's a very well drawn. I really like her style. She did a great job, Delilah and Celine. And it really kind of encapsulates the time, our time where we live. And my pleasure finding it. So if you leave a drawing in a book, I might have to share it. Well, that's all I got for today. All good things must come to an end. So I want to thank you for stopping by. Good day.